What's good, Mind Speakers? As you probably know, I'm here to talk about the Jordyn Woods Red Table Talk interview that she did with Jada Pinkett Smith to break her silence on the whole cheating scandal with Tristan Thompson. It's probably the biggest story we have out here right now, so of course we're gonna fucking talk about it. Now, last week when the news broke that Jordyn Woods had fucked Tristan Thompson at a Tristan Thompson house party, it was like, ah! Why? Because people love to see the Kardashians get burned. Not just because they win a lot, but because they do a lot of fucking dirt themselves. And we know that Tristan is a cheater. But of course that came with a lot of heat for Jordyn. A lot of people were celebrating that she fucked Tristan Thompson because they're like, yeah girl, happy Black History Month, fuck them bitches. And then there were a lot of people that were like, how dare you, you've been friends with that family, they put you on, yada yada boom boom, and now you're crossing them, you're Benedict Arnold, get the fuck out of my house, blah blah. And so I'm sure by that interview that Jordyn was not happy with people celebrating that she would have done something like that, and she wasn't happy about being dragged for that either. She didn't want any of the repercussions, positive or negative, for that. So let's just go over the Jordyn interview first, and then I'm gonna tie it all up with what I think. First thing that Jada did, and Will was in on it too because they know her. Now, a lot of people, all the memes were like, oh, Jordyn, you're broke. How are you gonna pay for your weaves now? What if you chip a veneer? You have no dental plan. Like, y'all were just doing the most, acting like Jordyn was just some poor little Negro girl that they picked up off the street and taught her how to read or some shit. No, she is a celebrity kid. She's entertainment affiliated because, like they detailed in the interview, her father worked on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air set, and although he passed, Will and her father raised their kids together, which is why she's really close with Jadyn and therefore how she met Kylie. She didn't just meet Kylie because she was begging for change on the fucking street corner. She met Kylie because she's celebrity affiliated, so please. So they detailed that first to kind of dignify her position, which was smart. And then Jada said, if you're holier than thou, we ain't having this conversation with you. We having this conversation with real people who make real mistakes. Now that, I'm into. A lot of people do make real mistakes. Now, if this were to happen, I would not consider this a mistake. I would consider this a choice. Mistakes happen by accident. You can't really just trip and fall on your best friend's sister's boyfriend's dick. It doesn't work like that, but you know. Jordyn comes in and she starts to detail the night. And her friends decide that they're gonna go to an after party after the club or the bar or whatever because everything closes early in LA and that is normal. And that is the truth. That checks out to me. So that's a truth point for Jordyn because everything in LA does close early. So an after party, realistically, everybody's young and wants to keep partying. That's not crazy to me. So then Jordyn also says that her friends came and told her that it's Tristan's house. And when she heard that it was Tristan's house, she had a sigh of relief because she was like, oh, I know him. That's perfect. I will be comfortable there. Which checks out because you have to think, being not only in Jordyn's position, and I'm sure a lot of women feel this way, and a lot of my friends, because I'm friends with a lot of girls, they will go for a comfortable option before they go with an option that's like, they don't know who's gonna be there or what it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Because guys can be creepy at some of these parties. So she's like, oh, I know him. I feel like I'll be taken care of it from there. Mind you, they're drinking all night, you know what I mean? You wanna feel safe. Now, I feel like going was kind of a girl code violation because you know your best friend's sister's man is a big cheater. And you know all them girls are going to a house where she not gonna be at. So why are you even aiding and abetting that situation? You should have just off rip been like, no, that does not excuse anything that happens later. I just know for me as a friend, that would have been a violation to me. But she went, she decided to go. She wasn't thinking that way. So she goes. She said, nothing is happening. It's just a regular party. It's a regular evening. She didn't even know about phone away hour. Now, if you don't know what phone away hour is, that's when famous niggas have a party and shit's starting to get creepy and weird. The real drugs come out. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. It's like bedlam in there. So phone away hour comes and she was like, I didn't even know about phone away hour because nobody took my phone. I had my phone right there, which also checks out. Why? Because phone away hour is for the set chasers, the people who want to leak shit and want to sell pictures. She's cool. So once again, she's disarmed because it's not phone away hour. There's no inkling in her head that something is going to happen that shouldn't be recorded, right? And she's celebrity affiliated. She don't want her shit out anyway, period. She said that they were in a room and then they were on a couch. There was a chair there, but the alleged lap dance that happened had never happened. The most physical contact that they had was her feet were up and they were across his legs. Another mistake. That to me is a mistake. It's not that serious, but that type of contact just, you know, you have to keep a formality with your friends' significant others. Too much physical contact really don't even need to be happening. I don't even know if I want to be on the same couch with you, to be honest. Like, unless we're gonna be like, skirt, like, I don't really know. I'll sit on the floor. I don't want them type of problems because And I kind of feel like if I came into my space and my girl's feet were up on my man's legs, I wouldn't really like flip out because I'm not that territorial, but I would be kind of like, why are y'all even comfortable being that close? Like, you know what I mean? Like, no. But whatever. Those are things that are so little that you can make mountains out of molehills if you want to, but it's really like, it does not mean they fucked. So then she goes on to say, as the night progressed, she realized, and she's drunk, she realizes that it's late. It's very late. The sun is getting ready to come up. I gotta get my ass home. So she tells Tristan, hey, I'm leaving. And Tristan says, are you sure you know you're comfortable here? You can stay here if you really want to. You know, I got somewhere for you to stay. So she kind of goes, no, I'm going home. And then he goes, okay. And when she's ready to leave, she just like pieces it up like normal. And he kisses her on the lips. And she kind of just freezes and goes, okay. And just gets in the car and goes home. Now that's a big issue for me because A, that's unnecessary. It doesn't need to happen. Fucking around in friend groups and some real punk nigga shit because you know that you're gonna cause problems between people who should really be like close-knit like family. And it's unnecessary and it's nasty. But that's how you know he don't give a fuck about Khloe. He don't give a fuck about any of the people in that family to do some shit like that. Period. But I feel bad for Jordyn because she got rattled and you can tell she was like, did I do something wrong? Somehow this is my fault. And she kept processing that as if this is her fault, that she did something to make that happen. And Tristan crossing that line is not her fault. It's not her fault. She didn't do anything. Tristan crossed that line. He had no right to do that. So I don't want her feeling like this is anything to do with her. Because she just got rattled and freaked out, and she even said, I was trying to process it like that even happened. So she hid it. She didn't say anything. She just told the Kardashians the next day that she was there, but she didn't say anything about the kiss because there was some form of shame already in her heart, like, oh my God, and she didn't want to say anything because she immediately started to process it herself, saying, I shouldn't have gone, I shouldn't have X, I shouldn't have Y. I don't give a fuck if Jordyn Woods decided to strip naked and walk around that party. Nobody at that party had a right to touch Jordyn, had a right to kiss Jordyn, to engage in anything inappropriate with Jordyn without her consent. Period. I don't give a fuck what she did. But she does say that she wishes she would have just told the truth from the jump. But there's a reason why she didn't, because she didn't want to go through exactly what she's going through right now. So then she says the news breaks that, you know, there's this whole thing that they were banging and all this other stuff, and these huge TMZ articles and fallacies start leaking and she doesn't know what to do. It's like hemorrhaging all over the internet. And here's how I feel. I almost wish there were cameras. I almost wish there were phones. Because with no phone hour, you're leaving now the reality of whatever situation this is up to hearsay. Because if people see you and Tristan go into a room or whatever, and then you come out of a room and he kisses you on the way out, you don't know who's gonna sell the story. You don't know who's gonna say what. And the story was obviously sold from hearsay. There was no evidence, but hearsay was enough for TMZ to publish it and for there to be this whole media firestorm. She also said that she's apologized to Khloe and she's talked to Kylie and the family hates her and feels like this is such a betrayal and X, Y, and Z. So how do I feel about Jordyn's account? I believe it. I believe it was realistic. And the other thing I'm gonna say about Jordyn, I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna say, I'm the fat kid. I'm the fat kid. That is the role I played in life. Jordyn just shed her weight. She got her veneers. She's a very, very gorgeous girl. And she's just stepping into that. And to me, when she said, why would I want Tristan? Why would I even think Tristan wanted me? That hit. And I heard it because I'm like, when you're that kid, regardless of how your physical changes, you don't process everything as he want me, she want me, they want me, You don't think of it that way. You don't think of life that way. It reminds me of when me and my friend Vera were walking around Walmart or something and this group of girls was walking around. And I was like, why are they staring at me? And she was like, they think you're cute, dingus. And it's like, oh, you don't process that first. So she was like, I didn't even think like, why would they even want me? And I believe that. I also believe about her only going to Tristan's because she was like, I don't know what else these thoughts about to do or get me in whatever type of trouble or where the group is gonna parlay. Tristan sounds like the safest option. I know him, let's just go. That, to me, sounds right. And the fact that she took lots of responsibility for everything, including the backlash and the fact that her brother can't go to work and her sister's being pulled out of school and that this whole thing is happening and her whole family is being held up. She takes responsibility for that. But she said, although I'm allowing Khloe her time to process, I'm not gonna allow my family to be hurt while you process. And she meant to say, I did not break up anyone's family, I didn't do anything, stop. So to me, Jordyn's account sounds right. It just was not at all, it didn't sound drummed up. It didn't sound ridiculous. She did admit that maybe some of the contact she made with him in hindsight was inappropriate, but like, it was nothing serious. She felt comfortable, she felt safe, and that maybe is why she let her guard down. And that's unfortunate that she would let her guard down around the wrong people. And I feel bad for her for that. But now let's get into the opposing argument, because I feel a way. And I don't subscribe to blind Kardashian hate. I like the girls. I've watched a considerable amount of seasons of their show. I don't have a problem with the Kardashians, I really don't. But because I've been watching the show, I know y'all, and I know damn well that y'all ain't get ready to sit up here and act like Jordyn is now just like public enemy skank whore #1. You're not. So let's talk about it, because I see all of these 30-plus-year-old women riding around in a car singing "Don't Mess With My Man." And these women are Kimberly Noel Kardashian, Malika, Aunt Jemima, Massa Khloe taught me how to read hack, and of course, Khloesaurus Rex. And Kylie, I don't really have smoke for Kylie, but Kylie, you gotta get mentioned in the argument just because. So since y'all wanna sing Don't Mess With My Man, let's start with Khloe. And let's bring up a name. Katrina Laverne Taylor had 2 boyfriends. 2. The first one was French the Montana. While Trina was furnishing French's house in Miami, he was out in LA running around with Khloe Kardashian, in which she knew, but didn't care, did she? Now, then, once again, when Trina decided to move on and date said James Harden, Khloe Kardashian was found running around with James Harden, which then Trina said, you got one more time. It never happened again. But you see, you're not exempt from karma, Khloe. Sorry. You've been known to do the same thing that you are now claiming other people have done to you. Not to mention, you aided and abetted Tristan's flight from a pregnant woman, and then when you were pregnant your damn self, he got caught cheating at 6'10" outside waiting for an Uber with 2 girls in bodycon dresses, and then that's what put you into labor. So now I know, Khloe, I know you think that your baby is that special, but it's not. It's not even his first baby. And men think that they can love their children all they want, but they don't have to love you. You are not attached to that baby. You may be the baby's mother, but in his mind, that's always gonna be his daughter. So cut the shit, Khloe. Stop acting like you were just a martyr on the cross. You're not. Kimberly Noel, let's talk about you, because you're always the first one, the primero, to shit all over any guy that crosses the women in your family. You're the first one. In fact, the only reason why you let Tristan back in is because Khloe did. And you felt like, you know what? Fine. She gonna try to make this work. I'ma just put my pride aside. But if you knew better, and you knew this nigga was a dog, the first person you should be blaming is the dog ass nigga. But you wanna be in the car singing Don't Mess With My Man as well, so let's get into that. Amber Rose has done multiple interviews in which she recalls times when she was dating Kanye West that you were all up in his shit, all up in his emails, talking back and forth, and she had to tell you, yo, that's my man, back up. So sing that song to your motherfucking self, Kim, cause you been there too when you was in your 20s, hot in the ass. Now for you, Malika, because I just can't take Malika. It's like, and I used to like Malika, but her and that fucking Tamar Braxton front swoop hiding the fact that her hairline starts back here like Cousin It or some shit, it's getting on my fucking nerves. I'm tired of it, and Malika, it's your time. You wanna be the first one, you're the first one dragging Jordyn through the mud. But whilst Khloe was stealing French from a Miami legend, you were dating French's friend, Chinks. R.I.P. to Chinks, he was shot in Queens, right? And Malika couldn't even go pay her respects. You wanna know why you couldn't go pay your respects, Malika? Do you wanna tell everybody, or I should? I will. Because his wife said no. Wife. W-I-F-E. Do you want me to tell the rest of the story? Because I will, because it gets worse. Okay, fine, cool. After that, you were messing around with French once Khloe was done. So you now crossed Khloe. So she can forgive you all she wants. But you ain't right either. You violated girl code in 2 ways yourself. So, don't mess with my man also applies to you. Kylie, you know, I don't really have smoke for Kylie in this situation because I like that Kylie seems to have a mind of her own. I know she needs space and she needs to process, but I do feel like she's weighing this out. Jordyn said that she did speak to Kylie and said that she was coming to the red table and she told her out of respect. To me, their friendship is strained, but I don't think it's over because I don't think that Kylie trusts Tristan worth a damn either. But Kylie, I gotta give it to you too because the first situation we're gonna talk about, of course, is Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna and Kim were friends, and Tyga was Blac Chyna's baby daddy. And before you know it, yo, 16-year-old hot in the ass was running around with Tyga. Underage. Then we know Blac Chyna got her revenge and now life is but a dream, but that's not the point. You've done it. And you wanna know another time you've done it? We love Stormi. Stormi is like the perfect little baby Togepi. Oh, if I could hold Stormi one time and just have her do that little coo, I would just melt. But the lovely, the beautiful Justine Skye was a part of y'all friend group. And y'all fell out because Travis Scott dated Justine Skye first. And you done ran down behind him and had his baby. Girl code violation once again. Therefore, don't mess with my man 2 applies to you. You know what? Shout out to Nivea for providing the soundtrack to this bullshit. But I guess Jordyn looked too good in that interview. I guess she made too much sense. I guess she did. And so Khloe decided to leap out of the window on the fucking top floor of the Empire State Building. She just leapt and tweeted, "Why are you lying at Jordyn Woods? If you're gonna try and save yourself by going public, instead of calling me privately to apologize first, at least be honest about your story. By the way, you are the reason my family broke up." Jordyn said she did apologize, now Khloe is saying she didn't. Okay, cool. Not like you would give a shit, the type of shit that you've been saying. Yeah, I'd be hard pressed if I apologized to your ass either. Because y'all been dragging me through the motherfucking mud and I ain't even touched that nigga. So first of all, let's call this. Khloe, you don't trust Jordyn because you don't trust Tristan and you don't trust yourself. People think other people are the way they are. And you know the shit you've done. And you're so scared of karma that even if she didn't do shit, you're too busy thinking that she did because you know your nigga is a cheater and you know how you acted. So you afraid that somebody else gonna do you like that. Period. That's why we're here. And second of all, I know in my heart Tristan saw that tweet and hit the Soulja Boy like, family? Families consist of more than DNA, girl. Y'all ain't no damn family. Cut the shit. If y'all was a family, he wouldn't have fucked around on you while you were 9 months pregnant. You couldn't even fly home to be with your fucking siblings and your damn mama because he had you out in Cleveland while he was fucking on other bitches. He don't want shit to do with you and you know it. You just don't want to admit it to yourself. And you also don't want to admit to it that even though your baby is gorgeous, she's not that damn special to him either. Because if she mattered and that union and keeping a family together mattered to him the way it mattered to you, he wouldn't constantly put that shit in jeopardy. That ain't Jordyn's fault, that's Tristan's fault. Next tweet she put up, Tristan is equally to blame, but Tristan is the father of my child. Regardless of what he does to me, I won't do that to my daughter. He has been addressing the situation privately. If Tristan were to lie publicly about what conspired, then I would address him publicly as well. I believe Tristan won out, and I believe Tristan wants to do what he wants to do. And how are you going to now turn around and trust someone who has lied to you before in the same manner? So you just gonna hang on his every word, you're just gonna believe everything he said, and another person that you've known since she was a child is going to try to tell you what she knows, and all of a sudden she's a liar and he's telling the truth. So his word matters more than someone else who's never had this issue before. Tristan is lying to her in private because Tristan likes to isolate. In fact, that's how he's always able to get back in apart from the rest of the family, and Scott used to do the same thing. He used to isolate Kourtney, and then Kourtney would turn up to family dinners with Scott and they're all like, what the fuck? I believe that the mistakes that Jordyn made were A, going, and B, trusting Tristan that she would be safe there. Those are the mistakes. Because bottom line is, all this shit is hearsay, and to me, this shit came from someone that Tristan was supposed to trust at that party that just wanted a quick buck. Because I don't believe anybody that Jordyn were to roll with would do that. Because they're all Kardashian affiliated and they all do dirt and none of that dirt ever gets out. So why this? So in conclusion, do I believe that Jordyn is lying? I don't. But do I believe that there were things that she could have done differently? Of course, but I watched her own them. I have not yet seen Khloe do anything besides point the finger, and not even at Tristan. She's pointing it straight at Jordyn. And in fact, the Kardashians know their power and they know their privilege as white women, and Jordyn made sure to bring up, I'm a black woman, my rules are different. And she knows that. And my perception is going to be different, and she's well aware of that. And so no, I don't believe she's lying. I don't, because I don't believe that she would want to cross them people, especially with how deep the ties run. I just don't believe that she would want to do that. I don't see holes in that lineage. In fact, it was kind of uneventful. My note for Khloe is that she needs to stop pointing the finger at everybody else, and she needs to own why she keeps accepting this bullshit. Like, Khloe keeps accepting this foul treatment for what? Stop saying you're doing it for True. True is fucking rich. Kourtney ain't with her baby daddy. It's not for fucking True, it's for you. You want that nigga, and he don't want you. Wisen the fuck up, smell the roses, and get the fuck up out of there. Or if you're gonna be with him, just be with him and shut the fuck up. But social media is gonna keep dragging you, and they're gonna laugh at you, and they're gonna point the finger because you stand in front of us a whole entire goofy. So if you need to get into therapy and do what you need to do and work out why you keep accepting the pickle juice, that's fine. But don't keep getting on social media and complaining that you don't like the taste of the pickle juice when you pick it up and chuck it down every motherfucking day. Don't nobody wanna hear that. Malika gotta shut up, Kim gotta shut up, because who asked either of y'all? And at the end of the day, this is all on Tristan. Because Tristan has no respect for any of you. And so to watch someone come in there and break up a family on purpose and cause all this turmoil, and for him to be the one person that leaves unscathed, I want everybody watching to know that Khloe Kardashian, therefore, would be a goofy. If he didn't respect you when you were at your most vulnerable point, why the fuck do you think he would respect you now? In fact, you taking him back just prove that he can get up under your skin and keep doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Cheating is not a mistake, but cheating with someone that's supposed to be family to you, damn sure ain't a mistake. What are you gonna wait till he fucks Chris? That's the truth. It's the reality of the situation. He don't care about you like that. He don't respect you like that. In fact, the memes on social media, the joke is that he want to get out of there on purpose and you won't let him go. You look crazy right now. So let me know how you feel. Are you on Khloe's side? Are you on Jordyn's side? Or are you on Tristan's side? Now, if you're on Tristan's side, I just want you to open up your iPhone or your Google Pixel or whatever the fuck and click on Maps and just put in the word church and find the nearest one and pray. Let me know whose side are you on. I'm definitely Team Jordyn on this one, because regardless of what mistakes she didn't make, she did not give consent for anything to happen, and she didn't go there with intentions to just fuck up on Tristan Thompson. And I feel like the reason why she didn't even expose the kiss in the first place to them is because she was blaming herself in the first place. And she should have felt comfortable to say, he's a dog, rather than getting dragged by them because she knew that they were gonna trust a man's word over hers. And not to mention, niggas will destroy a girl's reputation just for their own clout points. You can't tell me that she didn't walk out and all the niggas was like, yo, he was like, I mean, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hit it with the nah, I mean. Now you got caught up lying on your dick and you trying to claim it to get out of there and you didn't even beat. Like, this is ridiculous. So let me know how you feel in the comments below. This shit is a mess. I'll be in the comments. You know I like to chat with you guys. And as usual, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If not, suck a dick, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Deuce. Now, of course, I'm going to do my favorite thing about your specific zodiac sign, since I keep getting the same old comments, okay? It's fine. Here's something nice. I'm gonna try my best to say nice things. I'm gonna try really hard for some of you.